don't know what that was. My witch powers? Hey guys, and welcome to Cosy Catch Up Halloween edition. Today we're going to be talking about everything spooky and scary. Kind of the same thing, but it's October, so let's do this. So before I start talking about my favorite scary movies, games, and a bit of manga, I'm going to have to warn you that terror will be haunting the streets of London. If you don't know who terror is, then shame on you. If you don't know who terror is, you can check it out in my other video that I did all about a figure called Terror who terrorizes everybody, really. Go watch it, check it out. It was part of an interactive video that I made, and it is coming to London this Halloween. I'm freaking excited. Terror, come here, come say hi. Tell them all about when you're gonna go to London to scare them and stuff. You know, come here. No? Ugh, fine. He doesn't want to be on camera, but he will be in London the 28th till the 30th, and so will I. I'll be there to make sure he doesn't actually hurt any of you guys. You're very welcome. We will be at MozFest. Basically, MozFest is a festival in London, and it's the world's leading festival for the open internet movement. You know, Mozilla Firefox, it's basically that, just in a big festival. You'll be able to experience my interactive video, Who is Terror, in the interactive way that it was supposed to be seen, which I'm freaking excited about. So I will be there at MozFest all weekend. I'll be in Demystify the Web, which is a little section of MozFest. Do let me know in the comments if you're going to be at MozFest. I would love to see your faces, just someone smiley and friendly that I might know of. Back on to the topic at hand. Let's talk being scared. How do you scare a Yagman? I'm going to tell you exactly how to scare me, and throughout my lifetime, what has made the most impact on my life and my love of horror. So let's start with games. Gaming was one of the first reasons why I started to get so intrigued in the horror world and being scared and the adrenaline rushes and everything else. Because when I was a kid, I had a PlayStation 1 and I had some friends down the road who had a game called Alone in the Dark, A New Nightmare. Wait, no, let me say it properly. Alone in the Dark. Was that good? Anyway, it was a PS1 game, it had 2 discs, and it was the most terrifying thing I'd probably still ever played. I'd never played Silent Hill before, I'd never played Resident Evil. So that's my equivalent of the classic retro horror game. I'm not sure how many people actually played that game. I know a lot of people played Alone in the Dark on PS2, but please no. Just no. It's not the same. It's a letdown. If you played that one, you're thinking, Yagman, Alone in the Dark was rubbish. I played it on PlayStation 2. I know, it was rubbish, but trust me, this one on PlayStation 1, A New Nightmare, was terrifying. I am a huge fan of fixed camera angles. I think that they really help to accentuate that fear, because you can hear what's going on behind the camera but you can't see, and you have to walk towards it. For all you know, something's gonna jump up right in front of you, in front of the camera. It's just freaking terrifying. You don't get scares like that anymore. Basically, you started off as either a male or a female, and you could either start within this house that was really dark as the girl, and she didn't have a gun, so you had to shine torchlights onto the monsters and they didn't like the lights. Or you could be the man, you could be outside the house, and you do start off with a gun, which is good, but creepy things still happen. And because of the creepy camera angles, it kind of switches every now and then, and you can see one camera angle of a person looking at you through the window, and you're still walking, and it's like you can hear this person breathing like just watching you walk past the window, and it freaked me the hell out. Let's move on to the next game. So the next game was when I was a little bit older and I had a PlayStation 2, and I got this demo pack. Siren Blood Curse was on that demo. It's a Japanese game, if you didn't know. I don't think many people know of it, but it's bloody terrifying because the Japanese, they know their horror. They know how to freak the freaking tits off you, and I love it. I can't even explain it. It's just messed up. It's like zombies, but not. They just pictures. There you go. And you can't really kill them. They always come back to life. Oh, and you can see through their eyes. and it's just the most scary thing. I'm not doing a very good job of explaining this. The last game might seem a little bit strange, and it's definitely probably the least known. It's called Gregory's Horror Show. It was a game that I would just play all the time. I fell in love with it. I found it in Game Station. Does anyone remember Game Station? And it was just like on the side, it was secondhand, and I thought, what are these weird polygony characters? Because basically it's from a Japanese TV show.
Have a pleasant sleep, my friend. You'll be needing it, believe me.
That got turned into a game. It's really dark for how cutesy it looks, because it does look like a cute little children's TV show, but there's a lot of really dark undertones. For instance, my favorite character is a little girl, and she's constantly looking for her dolly. Turns out that actually the doll she's looking for is on the other side of her head, and it's stitched on there. So she's forever just in this limbo of eternity of looking for this doll that is actually attached to the back of her head.
I'm certain it would make her feel better.
And also possesses her and makes her kill you. And there's a ton of different characters like that are just as morbid, but I just chose that one because she was definitely the most terrifying one when I was a kid. Huh? If you've got something to say, Tara, just come in and say it. Fine. Just so you know, I'm doing live streams. I've been doing them for a while, but I've made them a weekly thing now, so please come along. Now on to horror movies, because you can't beat a good horror movie around Halloween. Now, the first movie that absolutely terrified me and made me unable to sleep for months was The Exorcist. And I know I'm going to get a lot of weird comments about that, saying, The Exorcist is rubbish, it's so old. But bear in mind, I was a 13-year-old girl. I'd never really watched a horror film before. I honestly, if someone puts it on now, I love horror movies, but I don't want to watch that. I just can't, because I honestly could not sleep for months, and it just scared the hell out of me, especially the fact that they said it was based on a true story, and I'm a very gullible person, okay? Now the second is actually The Pact. I don't know how many people have watched this, because I have mentioned it to a few and they don't know what I'm talking about, or they think it's The Purge. It's a film that seems very generic in horror terms. It seems like it's all about kind of supernatural and ghosts haunting a house. But the twist at the end, and I'm not going to ruin it for you, just blew my mind and made me stay awake for a few nights, just wondering, what if that happened to me? Just watch it. Scary. And the last horror movie, which isn't really a horror, but I've got to say it because it is one of my most favorite movies, and just the fact that it's so dark and morbid makes it a horror for me, is The Orphanage. I'm not talking about The Orphan. Basically, it's about a mum who is looking for her son who went missing, and she finds all these supernatural things in the house that she's living in, so you think that something's happened with that, perhaps the ghosts have taken the boy away, but I'm not telling you. The ending is traumatic, tragic, crazy, mind-blowing. It'll stay with you. It'll stay with you, and if it doesn't, what's wrong with you? It stayed with me since I've watched it, and I want to watch it again now. It's really, really, really good. And now on to manga, but I've just really got one thing to say about this subject, which is Junji Ito. And I have only just found out about him really in the past year, but I am obsessed. If I can't sleep, I will read one of his short, scary stories. Basically, he's a manga artist. He is just a genius when it comes to horror. He plays on the most simple ideas of what could be scary or gross or unnerving, and just nitpicks at it until it becomes almost unbearable to see on page. And the way that he draws these images and brings it to the viewer is just amazing. Every etching that he does just seems to have been done so intricately, and it just makes the whole thing a bit more unnerving to look at. It's really difficult to describe how he's able to do this within his drawings, because even I don't really understand it. It's very simple, but it's just kind of eerie. He's known best for Uzumaki, which is a story that goes on about a city that becomes obsessed with the spiral shape. You see what I mean? It's such a simple concept. I was like, how could this become scary? But oh my god, it is beyond scary. It is disturbed and I love it so much. But also he does a bunch of short stories that, as I said, I have been reading a lot of, and luckily for me there's tons and tons and tons of them. And one of my favorites so far is Glyceride, which is about a family who live in a kind of flat made of grease because they live above a restaurant that has bad ventilation. Basically, people start drinking grease, they get all spotty, and this boy ends up just popping his spots all over his sister's face. And it sounds weird me just explaining it like that, but honestly, go read them if you want to be scared, and if you're maybe not at a television screen, or you don't have a game, or you don't have any money to buy these things, go online. It's so good. Junji Ito is amazing. And not to mention that he was working with Hideo Kojima on Silent Hills. That's how good at horror he is. It hasn't been mentioned whether he's working on Death Stranding, but I really hope that he is, because the thought of him working on Silent Hills made me so happy until it wasn't a thing anymore, but you know, we don't talk about that. Anyway, now it's the time of the Cozy Catch Up where I answer a few of your questions that you left in the last Cozy Catch Up. Florida de Baruela. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at reading names. She said, I just wanted to ask a tough question. I hope you'll notice, I have noticed, would you rather have bad breath or bad body odor? You can't fix them. Oh my gosh. Well, you can't fix them as in I can't even fix them temporarily. So if I had a mint, it wouldn't go away just for a little bit. Or if I sprayed, it wouldn't go away just for a little bit. That's hard. Because if I had bad body odor, no one would ever want to be near me. Then if I had bad breath, I'd just never be able to speak to them. Believe it or not, I'm a little bit quiet anyway, so it wouldn't be too bad not talking. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to say bad breath. If I can't fix them at all, bad breath. If I can fix them temporarily, bad body odor, and I just take a heap ton of deodorant with me everywhere I went. Ethan Games says, have you got any advice for me, Yagman? Eat your greens because your body needs all the nutrients, and sometimes when you're hungry you think that you're hungry but you're not. Your body's just starved of the nutrients that it's not getting from the greens and stuff. So really do eat your greens. Go outside, because if you stay inside you end up being enclosed in a little bubble and you forget the beauty that surrounds you outside your bedroom. Learn something new every month. There you go, that's my advice for you, Ethan Games. Newa Nazif says, can you tell us about the software you're using for editing, recording, and all that stuff? Because I think you're pretty good at it. Perhaps if you can make a video, that'd be helpful. If more of you want me to make a video about how I make my videos and everything else, what software I use, what cameras I use and everything, let me know in the comments below and I will definitely do that for you guys. But I can say quickly now, I actually use iMovie a lot because, especially in these vlogs where I'm not going to do too crazy editing, it's just quicker. However, for my gameplays, because I like to have my face up the top and it needs to be a bit smaller, then I'll use Premiere Pro. I also use, what's this thing that I'm using? Audacity to record my voice, which from my microphone, which is just down here. When I'm playing my gameplay, I use QuickTime to record the screen, and I use Soundflower to record the audio. It's a little bit different because I'm using a Mac, which is crappy, but it's okay because I'm gonna get a PC soon, don't worry about it. Thank you for watching this Cozy Catch Up Halloween special. Do let me know if you check out any of the Halloween stuff that I just recommended to you guys. I really hope it can freak you out a little bit because it definitely freaks me out. Also, let me know if you're gonna be at MozFest this weekend. I'll leave the link in the description below. Also, ask me some questions for next Cozy Catch Up and you might be featured in the video. Have a lovely day or evening. Bye! Happy Halloween! For this Halloween, I thought I'd talk to you about my paranormal experience.